Alrighty. Not quite sure what we're gonna do today, but we got a new update to explore. So we're gonna go and suppose we'll go to the Nether first, because I think I want to go in order with the updates. So we kind of skipped over like the Happy Gas update. So I think I want to go and try and find some Happy Gas. Hello. Just make sure everything's going okay. Okay, which way? Yeah, okay, this way. All right, I don't know. Oh no, we're gonna have to go a ways out for any kind of. Oh god, how do I make this better? Okay, we're gonna have to go a ways out to find anything. I've already lost myself. Come on. I think this direction I've gone in the least, so we'll turn around. Now I could have cleared chunks, but I for some reason didn't think about it. So we're gonna have to just fly a ways out here. Probably should have brought a totem. Just to be careful. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna get a totem up. Actually, you know what we could do? We could get a new music disc if this guy wants to look at us. Come over here, buddy. Hello? Oh, I don't think he wants to. Maybe. Come here. You want to shoot something? Nope. Don't hit him. First try. And it went in lava. Of course it did. Okay, well, guess we'll find another one. I definitely would feel more comfortable if I had a totem on. Let's see. Oh, we're already in new chunks. Okay, so let's keep an eye out for those bone structures. I think they only spawn in Soul Sand Valleys, so need to keep an eye out for a new biome. And a double blaze spawner here. That's pretty cool. Probably leave that alone just in case. Oh yeah, definitely new chunks. Got new lava falling down. Okay, now just to find a Soul Sand Valley. We are playing on... Oh, perfect. Perfect. Hey, what's up, bro? We are looking for the Happy Gas right now. Oh, look. First one. Perfect. All right, now let's see how many more we can find, or if we can get a new music disc as well. I'm gonna try and smack it back at you. Please don't fall in lava. Okay, come a little bit closer. Perfect. Okay, perfect. That was easy. We'll have to listen to this disc. I know I've listened to it before, but I also don't remember what it sounds like. I know it's a cool one. It's more like a electro beat, I think. So that'll be cool. I don't know how many of these little gas things that I want. I know I'm personally not going to need more than like 2 because I, fly everywhere with an Elytra, so... But I think it'd be fun to have a handful of them. Especially because they look really cute as like a decoration block. But we'll see. I also don't have a... Yeah, the new music disc is vanilla. It's by Amos Roddy. So we have this one. I don't think we got one in the copper drop, but my guess is we'll probably get one with the Nautilus. They're doing one like every other drop, I think. But yeah, we'll give it a listen, Fizzly, if you haven't... what's up? We'll give it a listen if you haven't heard it yet. But I mean, this update is... When did this come out? Because this was like months ago. And now we are... we're already looking ahead to the December updates and stuff. I like the drops, but I feel like they go by way too fast. Yeah, like it feels like you don't have any time to just sit with the updates. How many is too many? I also need to figure out how to make a saddle. One of the Happy Gas harnesses. They feel a little quick now, yeah. I love-hate relationship, I love that we're getting so much content, but it also feels like the content that we do get doesn't matter as much because they just move on from it so fast. Yeah, still on 1.21.8. I only updated to 1.21.8 for like a month, and then the copper drop came, and I updated to that right away because of the shelves, which we're going to be exploring later. And I guess, yeah, the new copper stuff as well, because they look really cool. But I didn't really care about the gas update, which is why we're doing this now. It's October, and this came out in June? July? I don't remember. Also, I couldn't get dual streaming to work, Fizzly. So, maybe next week, but it just would not cooperate with me. So we are only on YouTube right now. That's okay. I will keep trying to get it to work. Also, I need to... I'm playing around with making my own, like, elements screens. Like, the stream is starting, be right back, whatever. Just until we get ones commissioned. But I think it'll be funny because I'm doing it like in MS Paint, and I kind of want a gas head. Oh, be sure over lava now. I'm doing it in MS Paint, and I feel like it's more fun that way. I'm curious. I know. They don't have like a set time for when the new update comes out. I guess the next drop. Like, is there a set month that it's going to be in? I assume probably December, but are they going to push it to July? Or not July, January? It seems like there are... Yeah, well, they're purposefully bad, the ones that I'm making. But are they going to push the new update to July? They seem like they already have pretty much everything done. So I don't understand why we can't get it sooner. Unless they're going to add more stuff, which is always, a possibility. We think they're going to add, like, a new tree or something. Which, if they add a new tree, they probably have to add a new biome. And we've only gotten... Ooh! Copper armor. Hey, buddy. Very cool. I also kind of wish that the armor oxidized. What a shot. I wish it kind of oxidized. That'd be cool. But it also just bloat the game. Is 12 enough? 12 might be enough. No, the spear will be in the next update. And they already seem to have it like fully fledged out and ready to go. So I don't know how long it's going to take us to get that update. But I would also be excited to play with the spears too, because they look a lot of fun. They went through the stint of like not adding any new weapons to the game, and then now we've gotten 2 in about a year. Is that how long the Tricky Trials? Is that the name of the update? I think that was the last one that we got with the mace. And now we've got the spear. In not too much time after that. I also think there's a problem if they add too many new weapons because it's just gonna bloat the game even more. Yeah, they're definitely still changing it, but it seems like they had like a really solid idea of what they wanted it to be, and now they're implementing that and just getting community feedback. Which I think the changes they made to like the lunge enchantment were kind of good, you know? It seemed like it was going to be a really cool movement tech type thing. But now, you know, it's just kind of, yeah, Camman short. Camman does a really good job of covering all the updates. Yeah, I think it looks fun. It'll probably be another one that I update to fast. I feel like the mods are the only thing that I wait on for updates, and mod people have been getting faster about producing them. So it really is, I guess, just dependent on them. But like right now, I just updated earlier today to 1.21.10, which is a bit crazy to say. We need a new naming convention, honestly. But, oh, hello. Buried Ruin Portal. But yeah, that wasn't too bad. It's just a bit tedious of a process whenever you're trying to do that. And I still don't have like all of my mods, but I have a good majority of them. Yeah, 3 discs? I don't need 3 of these. Although they kind of look like eyes if you put them in like item frames. Yeah, if they're going to keep up at this pace, they are going to need them. Yeah, I'm still voting for a kind of retroactive update with a bunch of smaller quality of life changes. Agreed. Yeah, we talked about that last time. I think that would be... I think a lot of people in the community would like that, honestly. Like, if we get stairs and slabs for calcite in that update, perfect. If we get just, like, little quality of life changes that just bring other stuff into the modern era, I think it'd be perfect. Yeah, I think changing it from hunger, or from durability to hunger was really smart. Like, if you think about it from, like, a game developer stance, that was a really smart way to do that. Okay, I think 17 is probably enough, right? I'm not going to need more than that. Also, can't they breed? You can breed these guys. What am I doing? Okay. Oh boy. I don't... I think that is home, where that bastion is. Oh boy. I know the hole... I guess the hole is roughly at 0. Is it 0, 0? I don't remember. It's on one of the 0 axis. Also, I do like the changes that they did to the F3 menu, but I just like the customizability of better F3. So like I played around with the F3 mod, not the mod I guess, but the way that they changed it, and I like having the ability to change where on the F3 screen all my stuff is. And I don't know, I kind of wish that Mojang had made that an option as well. Make it even more customizable. I really want a ghast head. I'm trying to collect a lot of heads for no reason. I just think they're fun to have. Nope, nothing. I feel like I've gotten a ghast head before, and it took so long to drop. Like, I might have killed 30 ghast before I got one. This looks kind of familiar. Yeah. Hey, buddy. A little bit closer. There we go. No head. That's all right. Also, now that I have the happy guess, I feel like it would be fun to try and collect a bunch of mobs. Start like an impromptu zoo. Who knows though? We just got a lot of playing around to do. Yep, these are the dual blaze spawners. It's kind of a cool fortress. I feel like I'd be okay with them updating nether fortresses. Like, they look cool, but they could definitely make them look cooler. But I also would be okay if they didn't touch the nether for a while. And, you know, focused on an end update maybe. That'd be cool. Would be super cool. I think this is the warp forest by my entrance. Maybe? How far am I now? I think I'm going in the wrong direction. Well, no, this kind of looks familiar. Yeah, there's so many directions you can make a happy gas stable. I don't know. I don't have any like ideas for one. I really don't know where I am. I don't have any ideas for a happy gas stable, but I think it would be fun to play around. Can I go to, you know what I could do? There we go. There is a nether portal. And I'm right here. Where is my bedrock hole? Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay. So we need to go that way, a ways still. Yeah, that makes sense. So it's close to 0, 0. Yeah, there's a lot that they could do in the end. I mean, it's basically nothing right now, so they could literally do anything and it would be perfect. I do wonder, like, what they're... I don't know if you guys saw, there's a... Mojang released a kind of teaser, I suppose. It was just like a video on their main account. Hello, stop it. It was just a teaser on their main account, and it's like really poking fun at people asking for an end update. So I wonder what their thoughts are behind the scenes. Like if they see this and they're like their conviction is to just never make one, or if they're just willingly teasing the entire community. Oh, hold on. I need to not drive distracted. Oh, come on. Glad I didn't need a totem. Did I fly past? Where am I now? I did fly past. Nope, this way. God, I am so turned around now. Oh, wait. I know where I am. I flew right past it. Yeah, I could see them doing a summer release for it. I feel like that would be smart because you got a lot of kids that are out of school and have something to do for the summer, and a complete overhaul to the end would be perfect for that. Also, I think they released the Nether update in a similar time span, like they did it around summertime as well. Oh, look, sun rising, perfect. So I think if they didn't intend to update the end, I feel like they would nip it in the butt. Like they would tell the community, no, we're not going to update this, instead of letting them spin this entire time. Yeah, it's going to be a big opportunity to bring a lot of people to the game. Not that we like lost a lot of people. I feel like Minecraft is the only game that's ever going to have a consistent player base, but it would bring a ton of people back to the game. Gunpowder. I moved all my storage and now I don't remember where anything is. No, none of those guys. Oh, yep, TNT. No? Where's an empty chest? I guess right there. Oh, where are we gonna put these guys? I guess the nether stuff makes sense. But I do need one. So we'll put that right there. Music discs. I don't think I have a spot for arrows. No, I don't. Okay, we'll just put it there. And then make you into bone meal. Boom. Music discs. I do have a spot for music discs, but I'm going to have extras. So I don't know where to put my extras. I swear I had... Yeah, okay. We'll put those two in there, and then we'll take this one and put it with the other ones. Look, I added directional signs so I can always tell where I'm going. These are really cool. I found someone on Reddit had like the entire alphabet lined up, and so I just copied and pasted those, and they're very, very helpful. I appreciate them a lot, because when I'm down there, I get so turned around so easily. Personally, my ideal schedule would be this next update, a desert revamp, not including much beyond maybe a new stone type or two. I would be okay if they did a desert update. I don't know where limestone comes from, but I'm a big supporter of adding limestone to the game. But I could see a new like desert type stone. An anti-bloat update, quality of life, and then the update, then the end update. That's a good lineup, I think. We have this one coming out at the end of the year, the aquatic, what is it? Something that I don't remember the name of it now. But it's aqua focused, so I feel like a desert update in I guess spring would be fine, and then quality of life debloat, and then the end update. I think a debloat before the end update is key, because I feel like the end update, they could add a lot of stuff to the game, and if they don't debloat it first, it's gonna feel like almost too much stuff, and it's gonna devalue the end update. I guess that's fine. Yeah, there are a lot of cool deserts, and something like an oasis would be beautiful. Like, we have moss in the game now. I don't know how well that ties in with an oasis, but there's a lot of like cool lush blocks now that they can completely do a perfect oasis biome. All right, what do we want to do while we're waiting for this? I guess we could try it. What I wanted to do is get a bunch of the shelves and just kind of walk around and see like where we can add shelves and improve our builds. So I'm gonna get a few of those. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know why they did that. I appreciate you trying though. Yeah, I shouldn't have any of those turned off, but I appreciate you just being here and chatting. That's all I need. What was I gonna do? Wood. I also need, if we run out of things to do, I have my list. And then also we need to collect some materials for, maybe not as many as I think. We need to collect some stuff for an upcoming project that I will not be spoiling, but it will be the next episode in this world. How do you make these? Oh, okay. Well, I guess we'll just do that. Yeah, 24. These are going to be a very useful block, so I'm going to make a lot of them. I'm sure it'll refund you. If not, you need to contact YouTube about that. All right. So, the only thing that we'll like pop back and forth as we think of places to improve, but right now I want to go to the redstone shop. Yeah, so I think I want to replace these trapdoors with this new shelf block. I've been playing around with this a bit in creative mode, not like a whole lot, but I am very, very happy with how these look. Maybe not there though. Maybe we'll just do at the top, and it'll kind of round out the shape a little bit. Like this. Yeah, that's a little bit better. I don't know. I feel like you have to design it with this block in mind. So right here, I appreciate this. Wait, I just did that for no reason. I appreciate the skinnier look of the edges. There is a project that I want to work on in the next month that I feel like the shelf blocks are going to be perfect for. So let me see. Yeah, it shouldn't be turned off or anything, so I don't know why I blocked that. But I think, oh, like right there, we could add some, maybe along the edges. Yeah, there is a charm to the blockiness. And I feel like from a distance, in the right builds, it'll look perfect. But there is a potential that people will use it a bit too much in the future. But I feel like just a little bit of something, you know? Like, I don't mind that. Also, I played around with changing this build up entirely. You can still see the bottom part of the shelf, which is a little bit weird. Yeah. And then at the same time, the birch doesn't, I don't know. I wish that it wasn't white in the middle of it. I feel like that throws me off as well. But yeah, having that little extra lip at the bottom kind of devalues the curve a little bit. But if you use it right, I guess. Or if you don't think about it. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was redesigning this in creative to like open up the ceiling and have a skylight. And I think I like the way it looks right now. So I don't think I'll change it at all. Which I feel like I've changed this build plenty of times. Probably too many. I think they might be a little bit expensive. Do you get 1 or 2 from crafting? If it's just one, I feel like they're way too expensive, but two might be okay. Gonna get some mangrove now. Also, I'm excited for trees. Like, I'm gonna start practicing building some trees here soon, and I think that there'll be good blocks for that. Let's see, let's see. Do I have any? No. All right. Well, we will just do this. Also, the fact that you have to strip it kind of sucks. We just need an automatic stripper thing. I just tried to double jump. When do I play with subscribers? I haven't yet. I might at some point. I feel like it'd be fun to do a MCC type thing. Not MCC, but like MCC Island with viewers. Because that's very easy to set up. But it would be, I suppose, fun to play with some subscribers. I just don't have anything set up in the meantime. Let me take this off. Like, I think it'd be fun to set up a server. But that also takes a lot of time, and I don't have a lot of time at the moment. Definitely someday, though. There we go. I feel like I wish there was an easier way to do this stripping thing. Or like de-waxing things automatically. Like if you have to de-wax a bunch of copper, it's so tedious. Like we just need to be able to put it in the inventory or something. Like take the axe and put it up here and then have the stack of whatever to just strip it automatically. Okay, now do we get 2 or 1? Let's pay attention. 6. Oh. Wow, okay. Yeah, I guess 6 is fair. But oh, because it's basically it's 1-to-1 with however many stripped logs you use. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Yeah. Yeah, the concrete mods. They have a good way of doing it. Or if we got like a carpenter's workstation. I've been playing around doing the village transformation for Codecraft. Using a carpenter's workbench has been life-saving. Absolutely love doing that. Also love seeing... Yeah, that's okay. I feel like that's alright. I love seeing when people take like the lanterns like this real fast and they do... Oh. Hello? Oh, okay. I guess you can place up to a stack in each column. If they do that as like fairy lights along the side, I think those look good. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. All right. I'm gonna have so many of these in my inventory now. Maybe we could check inside. I guess we should do it right there first. I don't know. Like they would be good up there. I don't know if this is a placeable spot though. No. Interesting. Where else could we do this? This is so loud. Oh my gosh. Right there? That? Oh, I kind of like that actually. Adds a little bit of ornate design to it. Yeah. Was that? Yeah, that was the right spot. Not too shabby. I feel like this is going to be the new trapdoor. Like, people are going to use this almost overkill. Like, I don't have so many trapdoors here already. It's good, though. It's good, though. I look forward to this new era, I guess, of detailing. Let's see, where else? I don't think we could add any in this build unless we did some on the inside or, like, right there. Maybe I should just go... Oh, how are you here? Maybe I should go... and just craft some for every color, because I'm just going to run back and forth if I don't. Oh, come on. Right there? Yeah. You can hear my beautiful trapdoor going. I installed a item scroller to help me like sort stuff in my inventory. Like it's really easy to sort stacks and stuff. But it kind of conflicts with my other mods, and if I ever play Ark, yeah, I'll let you know. I'll play other games someday. Probably only on Twitch though, so once we get those streams set up. Yeah, I'd be down to play with viewers on other games too. What was I doing? Just getting other blocks. We should have plenty to do this. Yeah, I mean, I'd be down. I think it'd be fun activity to play with you guys. Yeah, well, I guess we'll do that anyway. I'm not gonna spend all stream stripping this wood. That's fine. We'll just take the ones that we have. Okay, I'll put this back. I think the next survival project will be fun. Let me get a bed. Yeah, there's a Discord, Mitesh, if you want to join that. Good shout, Fizzly. I always forget to tell people. I should have a button somewhere to put it. Oh, how long has it been? I completely forgot about the ghast. Has this just been flying around here? While we've been lollygagging? Yeah, thank you, Fizzly. I appreciate it. Or does it have to be... It probably has to be in loaded chunks, huh? I don't know if I've been loading it this whole time. Nope, doesn't look like it. How far along are you? I can't tell. Nope, it just made particles. Okay, we'll need to remember that. Also, I don't have better clouds installed right now, but I low-key kind of enjoy the new cloud map that they did. Kind of liking it. I haven't decided if I'm gonna keep this or once better clouds updates, I'll add that back in. Let's see. I think less is more with these blocks potentially, but let me see if I can get some more trapdoors going. Yeah. Nope. I wish they stayed babies for a little longer. They're so cute when they're little happy ones flying around. Yeah, if they made it so that they like didn't grow up, and they only grew up if you fed them, I feel like that'd be a good compromise. I kind of like it. I kind of like it enough to leave it for now. Not too bad. Where did my door go? Hello? Did a zombie come through here? Okay. Door bundle. Coming in clutch. Okay. Anywhere else? We could put it in here, maybe. I don't have any dark oak ones on me. Maybe inside. I feel like they're going to be really good for vehicles as well. Detailing vehicles. But, need to practice that. Maybe on a balcony? Could work. Yeah, maybe we'll just leave it for now. I do still need to come through and fix this. What about as a trim on the bottom of the wooden part of the walls? Like in here? You mean on this level or where the tuff is? Oh, give me that back. I don't know. I feel like if we... I know these are going to be really good in the old western town. We also need to go over there and check out that stuff. I don't know about there, though. I feel like it has to be designed with that in mind, with this specific texture in mind. But I do want to try and use it. No, I don't think up there. But yeah, I need to finish this room down here. Because I could just have a gigantic hole in the wall. Here would be okay. But I also use this functionally. So probably not. Oh, good. Glad you got your money back. Yeah, okay. We'll come back and do something with this room at some point. I think I'm going to kind of restructure how I do episodes in this world. But I still have to, I'm still thinking about it. Ooh. This would be a terrible idea, but we could look and see if anything over here needs changed. I wouldn't be opposed to that. So like we have these details up here. maybe this block might be a little bit too dark for. You know, if I had a happy guest, this would be a lot easier. Just saying. But I feel like, yeah, from a distance, that'd be okay. Well, enough to want to change the entire build? Probably not, but it, you know, if I had these blocks while I was designing this, I probably would have used way too many of them. Oh, can you not hear the music? I have it playing. That would be awkward. Let me see. Yep, I forgot to unmute it. Maybe? Yep. Let me know if you guys hear that now. That's awkward. Whoops. Let me make sure this is on the right track. Where's our audio? Yep, okay. You should be able to hear it now. I am so sorry about that. That is my bad. Okay, let's go to the library. Yeah, although I don't have any dark oak ones. I don't know where I would change anything about this. Let's see. Probably nothing on these faces. I feel like they're fine. Maybe if we had like a gray wood, I feel like using them for stone details would be beautiful. Also, why can't we just have a stone shelf, right? Like, just give us shelves of all the natural rocks. I feel like there's nothing preventing them from doing that. God, I can't believe you weren't able to hear music this whole time. Ugh, professional Minecrafter. Yeah, see, we could maybe fix the trim up there, but it doesn't look terrible. And then if we had, like, designed it in mind, we could have used it more. Ooh, this will be perfect. Yeah, if pale oak was gray, which I appreciate that it's white. I like it as a white wood as well, but I feel like it would have been more useful right now if it were gray. I don't know. We're not gonna do... No, we're not doing that. I guess we could just leave that. I guess that's okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying though, Fizzly, with the whole bottom part sticking out. Kind of sucks, but I also get it. Just go through and change up a little bit. This isn't too bad, I suppose. I look forward to using this in the future. I don't think I'm too set on changing every old build to have these involved. So I guess little changes here and there are okay. But I do think when it comes to the western city, it'll be really good. Yeah, as a builder, you just kind of grieve what you could have gotten. We have a lot of grayscale blocks, but we don't have any gray fences, which is crazy. You have to use other fences for that, like the warped fences. Those are closest tonally. Just sad. But if we did have everything we wanted in the game, would we really be happy? You know? They keep us wanting for a reason. I have to do a I have to create a flyer for the next month's Discord build off. I have an idea. I think since you're here, Fizzly, I'll just let you know. Did I hear a spider? I did. Oh, okay. Well, you know, if I get my happy guest up, I could go and fix that. Next month's build off challenge, we're gonna do like a different. We're gonna change it up a little bit. I'm not gonna do subcategories. I think we're just gonna do one theme for the month. I really feel like I'm out of... Oh, no, it must be close. We're gonna do one theme for the month, and that's gonna be inspiration. So like whatever I like the idea is you're just gonna find something that you want to build that's like in real life, or it's like a fan art picture or a concept art picture, and you're just gonna try and build it, like something that inspires you. You're just gonna try and build. I think that's gonna be the challenge for next month. Snow. So not as like intricate as the Halloween one, which I think might have turned a few people off of doing it, but I think it'll be fun. I need a non-silk touch shovel. Yeah, and it'll be a lot easier too, because I think some people are a little bit apprehensive about trying to build something just completely out of scratch. But if you have like a picture or like a very clear idea of what you want to do, then it makes it a lot easier to build something, and I think it'll get a lot more people in the door for it. Yeah, and you know, it's a process. We'll learn more as we do more build challenges, but I definitely want to keep it up. I think it's fun. Also, I was terrible because I didn't actually participate yet. I do still plan to, but it'll be on the deadline. I'll get it done on Halloween, and I'll show you guys. There's a new series starting. What's today? New series starting tomorrow, and you'll get more information about that. So yeah, prompts are a fun way to do that. I don't think I've done that before, but I can imagine that'll be really helpful. We'll put that away, and then I'll just keep my bed out because I don't want it to be dark on stream. I don't like to inflate the day count, but you know, I don't want it to be terrible quality for you guys. Do that. All right, happy guest. I'm here to force feed you. Maybe we can try this over here while we wait. But I'm really excited to start using these blocks a lot more. Also, I hope you guys like the new series that starts tomorrow. Organics are so hard to get right, but they look so cool. That might be something I'm actually going to try and learn. Funny you should mention that. The series that starts tomorrow has to do with organics, which you'll get more info on. But it'll be fun. It'll be fun. And it's going to last a little while. I guess it's not going to be a long time, but it's going to feel like a long time. Well, mysterious. Yeah. Well, you'll find out tomorrow. Unless I just slip and tell you right away. I'm terrible at keeping secrets. Also, as long as I can get the video done. I should be able to get it done, but you know, I'm kind of procrastinating by streaming right now. I want to do more streams like in this world, just kind of doing stuff like random chores and whatnot, and just working on builds. Like I'm working on a cliff face right now that I think it'd be fun to do on stream. Like I think this whole thing, if we do a descending cliff face here and bring it up to like a seawall type of thing, and then do whatever to connect it over there eventually, but then it would allow us to bring this terrain out, and we could start developing this land a little bit better and make it feel more full, I guess. I feel like this area just needs something, and that's kind of what I had these in place for. These are like markers for the hill, the different elevations and stuff, and then up there that's going to be like a potential road or a path leading through. So I think this would be fun. We do have it. Yeah, I don't have anything done for that yet though. It's basically just editing for the first video, and then more teaser stuff. I guess I could, once I get it done tonight, I'll put something in the teaser channel if I remember. But yeah, you'll see once I actually get to. I really need this guy to grow up. Once I actually get to working, it'll be fun though. That, and then Codecraft. Right now I have like 40 minutes in my timeline, and half of it's already edited. So if I edit it down more, it's probably going to be like 25 minutes or so that we have done for the next episode, and it's only 2 chapters into the video, which is crazy that we've done so much stuff already, and it's not been that much time since the last episode. But it's more fun to work on this now. Like I felt a bit of performance anxiety coming out with episode 6, but I just, you know, sucked it up and got to work, and I think that was the right call. But we'll hopefully be getting episodes out a lot faster now. Can you hurry up? This is the longest 20 minutes ever. But yeah, I'm excited to start producing more of those episodes. I hope that we can finish book 2 by the end of the year and then get started with book 3, which I think people are going to really enjoy. If you watched episode 6 all the way to the end, you'll get a little bit of a teaser for what we're doing in book 3. Is there anything I could do over here? I don't want to go like too far away, but potentially. Maybe. I don't hate it. We'll leave that there. And we have a gap there for some reason. Okay. I don't know. I feel like it very easily go over the top when doing these. God, this feels like so long ago that we did this. I guess it was like 2 years ago. When did I put a netherite block here? What in the world? Yeah, I mean, and I'm not too worried about the analytics. We still got people enjoying the series, and I think that's what matters. But, you know, I'm excited. I think that, like, the content of this book isn't as exciting as other stuff. Like, it's, oh, I'm building a village in modded Minecraft. Like, it's not that exciting. But I think in the next few books, it'll get more into the modded stuff. And I think people... Oh, where'd he go? Oh, he got stuck. Hi, buddy. I bet if I just feed him, he'll grow up and get out of the boat by himself. Because I don't want to touch this guy. How many snowballs do you take? What in the world? You know, I should have done 2 of these guys. Hello? Are you what? Oh. Okay. There we go. Now, how do I make a thing? What's it called? Harness. Yeah, I did watch Mumbo's video. I agree. I agree with what he's saying. But it's really hard to change everybody's outlook with a single video. So I don't know if much is going to change. But I do agree with what he was talking about. For those of you that are tuned in and don't know, Mumbo posted a video about like the Minecraft Let's Plays. What am I doing? Where is this stuff? I'm getting so turned around now. I don't know where anything is. Oh, that's why I moved it over here. Mumbo posted a video talking about Minecraft Let's Plays and like basically the death of, and how kind of like Hermitcraft is different than other things. It was just a very retrospective video, I guess, about the state of Minecraft content creation right now, and it was a very interesting video. And I feel like a lot of people are... What am I doing? I'm doing 2 things at once here, and it's frazzling my brain. Harness. People are... I need 3 wool. Okay. People are talking about it, basically. And, you know, giving their opinions on it. And I'm a Let's Play creator. Like, I create slower content. I don't create high edits. So I am totally in the boat of people need to watch more of that kind of content. But at the same time, it's not as clickable. Like, it's not something that people are as interested in when they only have a limited amount of hours in the day. So, I don't know. I feel like there's potentially a middle ground that can be found, but I don't know. Where am I? I'm going to the wrong door. But it'll be okay. I was thinking of like rebranding the survival series because of that. Do I want to go? I'm kind of feeling lime because of that. Like I feel like it makes sense to only have 1 Let's Play at a time, and the modded Let's Plays take a while, and they're still only like semi-successful, and then the Minecraft Let's Plays take so much longer, and they're arguably unsuccessful whenever I do them. So I'm thinking about rebranding a little bit, but I am keeping this world forever. I don't plan on like restarting or anything like that. Boom. Look at that. Okay. Now what? I guess we don't really need this guy. Oh, we can go and give me this. Oh, I can't place you. We can go fix the underside of the library. Yeah. Where are my leads? What am I doing? I am completely turned around now. Okay. Now the trick with these guys is to use a lead and fly like that. If I can... Come here. Yep, come down here. Okay, get a lead, and then you can fly. No, you cannot. You can glide with them when you have a lead. Where did that go? Here it is. Okay, let me try this. We'll go up top first. No, stop flying away from me. Okay, we'll go high. What in the world? Why can't I get that off of my screen? What is happening? Let me try. I am so confused. Where is this keybind? What? Hello? Okay, I guess, oh, you know what we could do? Just leave. Nope, it's still doing that. Okay, that's great. F1. Anyway, Flip toes the line fairly well in my opinion, but again, even if he's stated that he's, unless, what? Again, even he stated that unless he has a grand build for the thumbnail, the videos flop. Yeah, and that's the unfortunate part, is that you can't just be a creator anymore. You have to have something that you created in every single episode, and that's hard to do. What in the world? I can't even see anything with this on the screen. Can you change the keybind? All right, I'm gonna try saving and quitting. Do I? Yeah, we'll just chat while this is resetting. Yeah, it's hard too for like new creators because they either have to have entirely overly produced videos or be completely mediocre and just fall to the wayside and nobody ever sees their content. And it's really sad because it makes it hard for the new people, and then it makes the people that have the teams behind it that want to do the high edits and all that stuff, they're the only ones that can succeed basically. And that's the tragedy. And it makes it hard to be like a more creative creator because, oh my. All right, I'm just gonna take out this mod, I guess. Hold on, I'm sorry guys for the bug fixing. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna take off the mod, I think. Yep. Yeah, so like me, I like to be, well, I say I like to be, I try to be more creative with my videos, like my editing, the flow and all that stuff. And then like the builds come separate, you know, but then sometimes I get caught up in like, I have this idea for a build and I want to do it. And it might be like the scale of the library or the scale of the town hall. And yeah, something like that. But then it wouldn't go away even if I jumped off. So I don't really know. It's strange. I mean, I think the mod itself was in a beta mode. So it could just be something with that. Let's see if it's... Okay, fine. Whatever. I also had F3B on. I don't know. Maybe that was doing it? Anyway. But yeah, stuff like the scale of the library. Like Dang it, I thought that would work. Okay. I like doing, like challenging myself to build big and be creative like that, but then it just doesn't make sense video wise to produce something like that with how much effort I put into it. So it's just it's a very difficult space to be in, because I want to build this big, but I also want to be creative with my videos, and it doesn't line up in a way that's lucrative to keep doing, you know. So it's tough. It is tough, especially Fizzly. You talked about wanting to start making videos, right? Have you started yet, or do you have ideas or whatever for what you want to do? We also need to move this statue. I feel like it's really hard for new creators in this space right now. Yeah, I know, and I like looking at that. There are so many good builders in this space right now. It's really hard to do anything. It's not quite like oversaturated, but it's almost to that point. Yeah, and editing, you have to have, like, I don't love streaming, but I'm doing it because I need to practice, and that's where like my initial ideas were from editing. Like, I didn't love editing at first, but I knew I needed to practice it, and now I don't mind it. Now it's like I can tell myself I need to do this, and it's a bit easier to do. But it's hard whenever you only have so many hours in the day as well, and then to sit down and have to edit a video that you know isn't going to do well or might not do well. It's kind of mentally really taxing. But I think I think practice is what really helps. We need to come through and do this basement as well. But that's where I'm like, if we stick to more of like streamy type stuff. Whoa. If we stick to more streamy type stuff on, like, when we stream. Oh, what am I trying to say? If we stick to let's play stuff when we stream, then I feel like it makes more sense to keep maintaining this world. And you still get like a bit of that let's play formula. Oop. Hold on. I also need to fix my slime farm. All the golems died. But there's a new way to do slime farms now, so we might change that. I didn't even collect any of this stuff. Did it all land up here? Yeah, I did. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of like let's play activities that we can do on stream, and I feel like it makes more sense to do it with people in this kind of a way instead of, you know, producing an entire episode that's not going to do well. Yeah, excuse me. God, this is kind of hard. A little bit disorienting. I'm not used to these controls yet. Okay. I really need to make a moss farm. Yeah, flashback is... I was really scared to start using flashback, but I am a little bit sad that I didn't start using it sooner. There's a lot of fun things you can do with it. And it's also, like, a lot more streamlined compared to replay mod. Like, not only is it intuitive, but then you also have a much easier time using it. That, now I have to start learning Axiom, because I know it's going to help me save time with builds. There's really no point in doing this. I am not even going to collect these blocks. Hello? Oh. Yep, I forgot to light up that. Oh well. Yeah, I think it'd be fun if we did like a bit of a different approach to this world. Like if we just did more streamy type content in it, and then occasionally had a video when I felt like there was something worth producing a video for. Because otherwise I'm never going to record let's play stuff in this world, and it's going to be a lot like the library episode where I just kind of compile it all into one, here's what I've been up to type of thing. Which I don't mind, but I know it's tough to say I'm doing a hello? No. You're kidding me. The first ghast I have gets killed by a trident round? How can he throw that high? Are you serious? What are the odds of that? You know, I'm a bit in shock. What? Are you freaking kidding me? Oh no, now I have to wait another 20 minutes. What are the odds of that? That is so tragic. What in the world? Are you serious? Okay, well, I guess we're making 2 now. Oh, yep, the names. I forgot the names. God. I should get those name tags while we wait. Okay, that's terrific. Now, where do I want to put these? Because I want them a little bit more central. Okay. What was I even talking about? Yeah, the videos. I guess we're gonna do like more one-off videos in this world. That is stupid. Does it need to be a... Yeah, I think it needs to be a full block. I cannot believe that happened. Okay, well, guess we'll sleep then. God. Yeah, I feel like it would be a more fun experience if we just did like the, like all the streamers do on Twitch. They just play their Forever Worlds on stream, and then that's kind of it. I feel like that could be an approach for us, and then we'll just focus on getting the modded stuff out, and then the random video here and there. We'll see though. I'll give it a shot, and then kind of adapt from there. I really don't want to give up this world because I think I like the idea of having it forever, but you know, it's kind of hard too. Because I feel like I've grown a lot as a creator as well, so it's really hard to see like all the things that I could do differently, and then yeah, I don't know. Like I could feel I could do so much different in this world and make it a lot more cohesive. Like it doesn't feel like we've spent 5,000 days in this world, which is just crazy to think about. It feels like we spent a lot less. Do I even have... Yeah, I do. Okay. We need 3 of them, huh? I totally forgot about the names. Do I even... I don't have any anvils in here. Yeah, and that's where I feel like if I do more of like the one-off videos, it might be a little bit better. And then just spending time whenever on stream or off camera just playing, maybe it'll help reinvigorate also some of my attitude towards the game. I don't feel like I've burned out at all. Like if I was looking at my analytics and stuff, like this year I've posted like 20 some videos, and I still have plans to post a lot more by the end of the year. And compared to last year, I only posted like 6 videos last year, maybe 7. It wasn't a lot, and I feel like we've already kind of lapped that. So I feel like I've kind of mitigated my burnout. Girl boss, we should do capitals. Yeah. So I think we're on the way to being a better creator, I suppose. Gaslights. And gatekeep. I don't think we'll be able to do a real ghast for gatekeep, but that's okay. It would be funny. All right, we have those now. Girl boss, gaslight, gatekeep. It's definitely better to be more consistent with the uploads. Maybe it's a matter of doing more frequent 10 to 15. Yeah, I agree with the more frequent videos, but when I do burnout, it's like I just don't feel creative at all. And I learned what causes that and how to like stop myself from going too far down that hole. So I think it'll be better in the future. And if you look at the gaps between content, like I did, it was almost like a 6-month gap or something like that between videos last year, and now this year it was like 3. So I took a little bit of a break, and some of that was my work too. I just didn't have time. I was also feeling a bit of creative burnout, but now I'm like back and ready to go, and I have ways to help manage my burnout, I think. And I would not mind doing more frequent episodes, like if we did it for the survival world. We've had it for 3 years and only done 35 episodes, so we definitely could do more than an episode a month at that rate. But it falls back into the category of people aren't going to watch it if I do more than one, if I do like these more rapid videos, and it's gonna be the same issue. But then if we're talking about the modded world, I have like a fixed plan for that. So each video is basically, you know, planned out for what I want to do for each book to make it all cohesive. And so we have like a limited number of episodes to do per book, which is the 5, and then each of those are, you know, in their own chapters that are set in stone that I have to do. So if it's like, if one chapter ends up taking 20 minutes, it's kind of how that has to go. Like I can't split it up any further. I need to have still the 5 chapters in each episode. And I know it's a bit of a different process. I would like to do some modded streams, but some of it's a bit spoilery at the moment. So I think in a couple weeks, maybe about a month, we could do a modded stream. I think it'd be fun to do like a exploration stream, but you know, could go over to the town, I guess. But that's undecided right now, because I really don't know how my PC is going to handle it. And like I would love to start playing with shaders more often. Like I've been playing with shader packs and kind of seeing how it goes, which right now I'm running complementary Unbound at 32 render distance. And it's what we're sitting at, 70 some frames, mid 70s, sometimes high 70s. And it's fine right now. And then we'll go into the modded world and I'll be at 18 chunks and I'll be getting like 50 frames. So it's really hard with the setup I have, I suppose, or I guess just the amount of mods that I have. But I would like to start playing with shaders more often, because I feel like that's the modded what am I trying to think? The modded baseline. That's what people expect from modded. Yeah, it's really hard. While rendering time lapses, it's semi-okay, which, by the way, some of the modded time lapses take like 40 minutes to get done. Like, it'll take one, I guess, shot. Like, if I have a shot like this, and then a shot like this, and then a shot like over here or something like that, they'll each take like 10 minutes to do. So I'll have like 4 or 5 different shots, and they'll take 50 minutes to an hour just to get those rendered. And it's only like an hour time lapse. And that's like absolutely crazy, especially compared to vanilla. Yeah, there are some good resource packs. You just gotta find the right ones. Or you could wait for... you play on Java, right? If you wait for vibrant visuals, which I wish we had some updates on that. Maybe that's what they'll include in the new aquatic update. They'll finish vibrant visuals. I feel like it would have been easier to get done on Java. I don't know why it's taken so long. Yeah, there's a lot of cool things you can do with Java, but at the same time, Bedrock has almost surpassed us in the content genre. Like, they have a lot of add-ons now that look really fun. I've been considering playing that new Nox Crew server that they have on Bedrock Edition. It's like a Sands of Time remake. I think that could be a lot of fun. I've just been kind of craving playing that experience, that kind of an experience on stream with you guys. I'd like to do something like the modded... I'm missing a trapdoor here. Something like the modded dungeons, but I don't really have anything like that, I guess. Like, no kind of dungeon crawler that we can do on stream. There is like Vault Hunters, the only one that I can think of, but I don't really want to play Vault Hunters because of the creator involved in that and the allegations behind him. Soulsteel, yeah, that's what it's called. You get it for free. That's cool. I saw Martin playing it. Martin's the GOAT. He was playing it on stream, and it looked like a lot of fun. But it's also probably... oh, darn it, I don't have any Dark Oak. It's going to be... oh, I forgot I had a zombie in here. Hello. I don't know. It's not like exactly what my community is focused on, so I don't know how popular it would be with my viewers. But I think personally, it sounds like fun. And maybe that's all that matters at the end of the day. Yeah. Ooh, I need to watch H-Bomb. He's one of the OG hermit crafters. Is this gonna work? Kind of. If we got some trapdoors up top here, that could be fun. I also need to do, sorry Fizzly, but I need to do some members only streams for the few channel members that I have. I think some like design streams. I don't expect any of them to turn up. Might be okay. I don't know. I don't expect any of them to turn up, but I need to do some kind of members only streams. Oh, don't do that. But we have some fun projects lined up. I have pretty much the rest of the year lined up. If I can, God willing, get it all done, which I should have the time to. Like I'm my work's been slowing down. I should have the extra time to be able to work on some videos. So I'm hoping like one video a week for the rest of the year, but we'll see. No promises. If I do, it'll be some fun videos. I don't love this. We'll take this out. I was hoping that I could change a lot more from this town. We just need to do a lot here. Yeah, members are fine. We have, I think 2 right now, which is fine. The one of them, he's in the, I think, Carry-On. I don't know if he or she is in the Discord right now, but I need to actually advertise for it some more. And potentially, I need the Dark Oak. Potentially get more people in, but it's going well enough. I'm just appreciative to have anybody, honestly. But I do need to provide those extra benefits that I promised. I feel like this would work if it were a taller window. Which I don't know. I don't feel like changing it right now. How did I get up here? Oh, on the other side. Like this. I do think I'll be better about including some member stuff. Like I have a lot of ideas for some ads to do in videos, and there'll be fun like little skits. And that's got me excited. Because if you don't have fun, what's the point in doing it? And I have to keep reminding myself that. Let me see. I'll look at the... I have a schedule written down somewhere. Hang on. Give you a bit of a tease. What can I say? You guys ever seen Superman? I want to do another So I Watched video for Superman. That won't be until like December, but I think it'd be fun to do a creative build for that. Like last time I watched Oppenheimer. I've watched a lot of movies. I just haven't made a lot of videos about it. Movies is like one of my hobbies. I guess my special interest, more like. But let me check the bone meal before we leave. But I really like movies, and I think it'd be fun to make more videos about movies. How do I get downstairs? I remember. And so one of the videos that I want to do is another So I Watched video for Superman. And I think it'd be fun to do like a daily planet build and like build that whole office building. And it would help me practice my building, which I think is important. It's one thing that I feel like I've been lacking, only playing survival or like building builds for survival. Yeah, window shutters. That's a good idea. Give me these ones. Yeah. Look at that. That's perfect. Oh, we could also do like turned out as well. Yep. Good shout, Fizzly. But yeah, I think it'd be fun to do another So I Watched. How to Train Your Dragon. You know what would be cool if you did the forest from How to Train Your Dragon. You want to do organics. That forest in the first one is super like mystical, magical, and you could do a pretty cool build with that. I do not. No, I do have extra. Yeah, there you go. And you get to practice your organics. We'll do this way. I also need to rescue this horse, apparently. The cove could be cool. I saw someone do, like, the town of Burke. The entire town. which is crazy. But there's a lot of inspiring shots in that movie. Are you talking the live action or the originals? There you go. I haven't seen the live action yet. I've heard mixed things about it, but I'm not a big fan of live action remakes, so I don't know if I'll go and see it. Put this like that. Ooh, the art book would be cool. I got an art book as well, my first ever art book, and I have yet to open it. But I want to do, like, I'm inspired to do cyberpunk. I have no reason or place to do cyberpunk, but it's a very inspiring genre to me, and it's something that's always interested me. Like the games, the movies, the shows that are like cyberpunky. Really like it. But I got a book that's like anime architecture, which I'm not a big anime guy, but the book is really cool, and it's got a lot of good artwork. Basically, it's all just a bunch of like concept art and like street view level of all these cyberpunky builds, and not builds but drawings, I suppose. And it's very inspiring, but I need to have a reason to actually work on something cyberpunk, so I don't know when I'll get around to it. But I did get my first art book. There's an art book for each of the 3 animated movies. Someone also has a printed scan online of the 3rd one. That's cool. Yeah, there's a lot of work that goes into those animated movies. One thing I kind of regret not getting is the Scarland art book. That thing, seeing people like take pictures of the different pages to like kind of show it off a little bit, it looks so cool. And I kind of wish that I had gotten one before they went away. But what can you do? Okay, I don't know if there's going to be anything we can change here. Excuse me. Yeah, I still can't believe, like, it doesn't feel like we spent 5,000 days in this world. I feel like we have not done enough. I don't know where all that time went. And not a lot of it's AFK. Like, I don't have, let me see. Statistics. Time played. Yeah, okay. So we have, oh wow, and that's a lot more AFK time than I thought. So we have 8 days of 8.5, 8.8. 8.8 days of AFK time, which is kind of crazy. I did not realize it was that high. But how many, was that 50 total days? Good lord. Yeah, it doesn't feel like we've been doing things for 50 full days. That's over 1,000 hours? Yeah, that's over 1,000 hours. Goodness. Dude, if B-Dubs made an art book... Have you seen his new episode yet? I haven't watched it, but it came out like yesterday. So I guess there's a potential you haven't seen it either, but beautiful. Looks beautiful. Always. I feel like there are things that I could change here, but I also don't care that much. What about that? Boom. Yeah, we added a shelf somewhere. Boom. Maybe not. I don't know. I would like to do a... So I was talking about going back to the members only stuff. I would like to do a design stream for everybody. Like, I think that'd be fun. I just don't know what to do. Yeah, yesterday it was another building with B-Dubs episode. He did a build for the copper golems, I think, is what it looks like. It's a small build, especially compared to what the past couple have been, but it looks really good still. And I feel like it would be, if we did back to streaming, if we did the content strategy I was talking about, where we do more of in-person, I guess on stream let's play content, we could also use those streams to do some design streams just for like stream only builds and just kind of fill out this world, because I think that's like the biggest thing that's bothering me, is that I've had this world for so long, I have had so many hours in it, and it feels like I have not done a lot, and I want to get more done, but I also, you know, I don't want it to be a waste of time. Okay, you're 2 episodes behind, so you're missing out on the... He did a build... I think his last episode was the World Path, which is a cool episode. It's a cool concept. And then this new one, yeah. Forgot about these creepers here. Well, I think that's all the shelf stuff that I can do. Is there anything else we can work on? I guess we can wait in loaded chunks for this guy. Oh, we could come through the town. Need the smaller builds to bring it to life when you're walking around. It's those builds you see when you're walking around normally. Yeah, and that's where like doing this section comes in. I think it'd be fun to do like another town section up here, but it's hard to conceptualize for me. Like I can't picture this as anything but what I see it right now. And if I spend enough time, I could probably figure out a way to change it. But I think if I just suck it up and put terrain in, it'll feel a lot better. And I don't know, maybe it'll work at that point. See, I don't know if there's anything we could change here. Yeah, I think we need more of these like smaller builds, which would be perfect stream projects. Like these sizes of builds. I don't know. At some point, it doesn't make any sense to have a Let's Play nowadays. It makes more sense to like make other videos and then gain an audience that way and then start producing a Let's Play or start streaming, that kind of thing. So if you're working more in the early stages, Fizzly might pivot a little bit and yes, try just doing videos at first instead of a Let's Play. But at the same time, a Let's Play is a really good way to learn how to do videos. So a lot of it's just catch-22. We also need to repopulate. Oh boy. I guess I need to wax these now. Huh. That's kind of cool. I like that transition. Let me get some wax. Yeah, I forgot that was the thing. Where on earth? What am I doing? I know where wax is. We are right next to the wax spot. I still think you do well with tutorial content. You could record them in the Let's Play world, kind of a podcast discussion type. Yeah, I could. The issue with that is I don't want to be a tutorial channel. Like I don't want to be that or a tips and tricks channel. I think it's fun to do it occasionally, but I don't want to get stuck there, you know? And I feel like if you gain a bunch of subscribers for doing that stuff and then you don't continue to produce that kind of content, then you're basically you just have empty subscribers that aren't actually going to watch the content that you want to produce, which is really terrible. It's a terrible way of looking at it, but it's unfortunately just, I think, how it is. I wouldn't mind trying to do it. Like I have some tutorial type stuff in the pipeline that I want to work on, but it's really hard for me as the type of creator that I am. Yeah, but he has his 2 channels that are dedicated to that, but he's got an established presence already. I guess I don't know much about like his up and coming, but I know like the stuff that he does now is he's a very established person. And that's where like I don't do a lot of creative building. So if I am only stuck to building stuff for this world, then yeah, I don't actually learn much about building anything else, and I'm kind of stuck in this one little box that I put myself in. So I don't know. There's a lot that I've been like mulling over. I think there's a big change that we'll be doing come next year. We'll just switch it up a little bit, make it hopefully a bit more I guess better for me. I don't know. It's always good to be adaptable though. I feel like we're not in a terrible spot. Ugh. This looks terrible though. One thing I am missing is my connected textures. I really hope Minecraft adds this as like a toggle or something. I also keep wanting to bring out a sleeping bag because I've been playing so much in the modded world. Oh well. And see, like I would like to do more like modded stuff as well. Like modded showcase videos, but I also don't want to put myself into that box. It's finding where the balance is. I like where we are personally, but again, I'm not really representative of the average viewer. Yeah. And I feel like there are more people like you out there, and it would be nice to have a community of Fizzlies, but I just don't think that that's possible, at least right now. And it's hard to say, like, I want to do all these different things, but if I end up blowing up in one thing and I don't actually enjoy doing that, then I've kind of blown up for the wrong reasons, and it won't be as fun as a creator anymore. But at the same time, it would be nice to have a little bit of fame under my belt, you know? Who knows, though? We will get there someday, I'm sure. That I'm sure of. We'll get there someday, but it's just how and how long it takes. I don't think the happy guest has matured at all. Where am I going? Over here. One of them has. What is this? No, okay. I thought I put it on the chunk border. Yeah, I gotta find the niche. Which I feel like I'm in a spot for sure. I don't know if I quite have like a niche to find yet, but who knows? You know, I think we're still kind of getting there. What do I want to do? We're just running around. Maybe I could work on the... Let me put this stuff away. Oh no. I have to reorganize my ender chest now. I have to be able to include all of the shelf types. Ooh. Okay. I guess that won't be terrible. If I put it in the last one. Yeah, like we could put it here. Need to get rid of the signs. I don't have enough space for this. There's too many wood things. What on earth am I gonna do? Well, we could get rid of a lot of the sticks, I guess. Don't need those. And then put bamboo down here, which we have bamboo shelves to look at. And then, let's see, oak, birch, spruce, mangrove. Have them in a row like that, I guess. Damn, that's tragic. I don't need you one. Okay, well, we will, I guess, figure that out at some point. Let me put you up there. Yeah. I kind of regret not doing an automatic storage system. Low key. I have moss over here. The problem with the niche too, you can find a niche that you really like and then nobody else likes what you do. That's the sad part. Let's see, where did I have my leads? Are they? Yeah, right there, okay. Snowballs. I guess we'll need more snowballs. Yeah, I was going the right way. We used a lot of snowballs. For 2 gas, though, we'll probably need even more. Do it like this. I'm curious to see how building a Twitch community at the same time as trying to foster the YouTube community is going to go. I'm a bit worried that it won't be worth the effort, but I'm willing to try it at the very least. Why did I jump up here? I did not need to do that. Here we go. All right. I hope that's enough. Put that back. And now we have all this extra stuff in our inventory, and the gas aren't even alive yet. Okay. We'll go put the sticks away, I suppose. Forgot to do that. Yeah. Yeah, it's really hard to start from nothing on Twitch. Especially in a market that's as oversaturated as Minecraft is. Do I need this? I put it somewhere. I think I know where my stuff is. Yeah. but I don't need any. Okay. We will go. All right. So, talking about terraining, I need to go this way. I feel like if I didn't have a sense of direction, this storage room would be terrible. I would not recommend this to anybody. I'll get a little bit of stone. Okay, and then I guess scaffolding we'll need some more of. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like Twitch viewers are more loyal. They're like almost loyal to a fault. There's also crazy people on Twitch. Oh, there you are. I cannot see. I'll put you. Yeah, all right. That works. And then let's go do some terrain. Nothing too over the top. We're just kind of working on this while we're waiting for the gas to. Oh, how about that? We don't even need to do that now. But at the same time, what's the point in having these right now? Hi, buddy. You. Oh, we should name you. You could be the new girl boss, because the old girl boss did not survive very long, unfortunately. Yeah. Yeah, and you have the odd streamer as well. Did I just throw that at you? I am so sorry, girl boss. I low-key kind of mistook that shulker box for the other happy gas that spawned. Am I... Your sides are red. I've never noticed that before. Oh, jeez, that kind of scared me. All right, girl boss, you are lime. Get back here. Get back here. Come here. There you go. All right. Where should we put girl boss? I don't know. I don't have any ideas for a hangar bay yet. I'm kind of expecting one to just come to me. But, you know, we got to do something for these guys. Some of the issue, too, with being a creator is that I have a lot of ideas, but I know a lot of them are basically useless because people won't enjoy them. Or I know that I won't have enough time to actually finish them. We'll just leave that there. Okay. We will go and do a little terraining, I suppose. Since we got to fill up some time. It's only been an hour and a half. Let us see. Let me set up a camera, actually. What side do I want to work on? This side I'm not as convinced on. So I think we'll go over here and work on this. And I think we'll do some like upper layers. So like this section we're going to bring down a little bit more later in like these parts. So right now I'm not really concerned about that. I just want to start pillaring. I feel like if we got to line up from the top first. Like here. I was kind of inspired by... I'm already running out of space. I was inspired by what Pearl did for her terrain. And like how much of it she was just able to get done on camera without needing World Edit or Axiom or anything like that. So I'm kind of hoping that I get a bit of her spirit in me as I'm doing this. Which I haven't done any kind of terraining on stream before. So this could be fun. I'll do a block like that. I like the more blockier shapes. And then like that. And then we'll pop up like right there. Yeah. Boom. Not too bad. Well, I guess we'll come out a little bit here. Like this. I also don't know, like, back to talking about like Let's Play stuff. I personally find the endless material gathering so annoying. Like, I don't understand how people or why people keep doing it in their videos, but I feel like there's a better way that we can do that. And I find it so boring now. Like, yes, I know you have to collect a bunch of materials. Like, that's one reason I can't really watch Fwip. I think he's a really, really great builder, but I just can't stand that 2/3 of his episode is just gathering materials and then doing a schematica. Like, I don't know. That's just me personally. Clearly has got a huge audience. So people must like it, but I personally can't do it. And it might just be because I have to collect so many materials myself, and I'm like, I'm just over this by now. But who knows? Yeah, it gets old after a few times because it's the exact same thing. You really can't vary it. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, oh, I have to go collect more wood, or I have to go build this new farm that is basically just the same kind of farm that I built the last time, just to get the same materials that I got the last time. Which is another reason I'm considering changing up the way that we do this stuff in this world at the very least, because that just feels so boring. And it takes a lot of time that I really don't have. We'll go down here, I guess. Be a little bit weird. Spooky. Yeah, we could do like a Halloween stream of some kind. I don't know what we would do though. It'd be fun if we had like a, I guess like a Jason mod pack or something like that. We could like play Hunter Killer in Minecraft. I don't know. I need more people to play with on stream. I feel like playing with people on stream is a lot easier than just streaming by yourself. I'm gonna put this back a block. Yeah. Not too bad. And then we'll take like grass or something along the top of it at some point. I don't know. And these markers, I guess they're not really needed anymore. Hello, one of you killed my happy yes earlier, and I don't appreciate that. This is fine. Jeez. Storm is not happy right now. I don't know, is it easier to go from the top or the bottom when doing this stuff? The only ways you can is either add another person in the mix if you're multiplayer, or just have a new time-lapse format. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, I'm also not like a huge fan of the duo worlds. I feel like I would have too much of a conflicting idea of what needs to be done in the world. So if you do like if you play with someone like those duo teams do, you guys have to have a very unified vision for what you want done. Ooh, OG song. Haven't used this one in a while. It's a good one though. Cut that down a little bit. Not too shabby. I really want to do more mountains. They're so much work and so hard to get looking right. And I want to use Axiom, but I don't know how to use Axiom right now, so I'm like slowly teaching myself and learning off of videos and whatnot. But I want to get the mountain right, you know? And get rid of this. I don't mind this. I think it's a bit weird how we have like these stone blocks here, or these bigger boulders next to the cliff face, but I really like the boulders. And I feel like I can live with it, especially after we get texturing done here. I feel like it'll be okay. Songs of Bop. Doesn't match the atmosphere at all. Watching some Skyblock Kingdoms where each kingdom is 2 people, and that feels like a good balance since they're still doing their own thing. Yeah. I feel like 2 is if you're going to be working on the same base, 2 is about the max that you can have. But that sounds like fun. I think it'd be fun to do like a create series, but I'm not going to do 2 modded series at a time. Goodness. Should rebrand a Cozy Rain stream. Also, oh, I don't know if I could do it right now, but we could do some Christmas streams with complimentary, because they have a snowy world option, and it can make your whole world seem like a Christmas land. And I think it'd be fun to do the whole month of December. And my frames are, well, they're holding up. They're about 60 right now. I don't know how well the compression's doing on YouTube, but do a bit of a snowy world. something cool I found when playing around. I wish there was a rainy world. That could be fun. Also, turn you off, because how is this guy taking so long? He took way longer than your brother or sister. I don't know. Now, girl boss can be a guy. Let us see. I don't mind the slope. I feel like if we brought it down, yeah. But see, this is where I'm kind of torn, because I don't know how I want the top section to look like yet. How did you get here? I need to put some torches in. I just don't know what to do there. Give me you. And you. All right. Right there. I guess the top isn't lit up as well either. Wow. Okie dokie. Not too shabby. But yeah, I think doing a Skyblock series, especially like on stream, would be fun. I've never played Skyblock before, like all the way through. I played a little bit here and there. But back in like the old PS3 days, whenever you would make your own world and play with your friend that way. So that was fun. Yeah, I think it'd be fun to do on stream, but it's also a really tedious way to play the game. You just have to sit there and grind cobblestone for so long. We'll do like, no, that I did not mean to do that. Here and there and there, right there. Okay. Yeah, give us a little bit more height, and then we can bring down the terrain. The problem is I'm not like practiced doing terraforming, so all this is just kind of a shot in the dark right now as to what it's actually going to look like in the end. Yeah, like Gem series is pretty entertaining. That seems like fun. And then you actually have like phases to go through, so like content wise you kind of know what's coming up and you don't have to worry too much about that. We'll do yeah, I guess we'll do this. It's a good thing I have a lot of stone. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, this is the kind of like world filling. Jeez, this is the kind of world filling I feel like we're missing. Haven't done enough terrain. Haven't done enough of the little builds. And I feel like part of that is because I feel pressured to do something crazy each episode, or like make each episode count for something. So like doing a bunch of little things doesn't feel productive, you know, even though that's exactly what this world needs. Just a bunch of little stuff. I'll do that. This isn't too bad. I feel like I'm able to focus kind of well. I'll fill out this area a little bit more. And a lot of this comes from just being more practiced at the game. Like I did not play too much Minecraft before I started my YouTube channel, which is really stupid if you think about it. You think I would have created a channel around a game that I actually played frequently. Now we'll got that there. Terrain changes the feel of a build so much, but also doesn't look good, big and impressive. Oh, it doesn't, but also doesn't look big and impressive. Yeah. I like freehanding terrain, but using tools does make it so much quicker. Yeah, I have yet to do a successful terrain with Axiom. I assume that's the tools that you're talking about. But I also haven't really put a lot of effort into it. That's one thing. Like I want to design a mountain range for back there. Like I feel like connecting this to that one back there and then redoing those peaks back there, I think that'd be perfect. The perfect like Axiom project. But I just am not practiced and it's scary. So I guess we'll do little bits here and there for now. We'll do, yeah, too high like that. Oh yeah. We could also do some texturing. If not here, we'll do it on the other coastline over there. I do like doing coastlines and stuff. I think this was fun. I just need an excuse to do it elsewhere. But I think it looks really good. Let's do something like that. I think that's more what Pearl did, was like just a line at a certain height and then came through and kind of switched it up and made it look better. So if we do something random and then just come through, that kind of scared me for a second. I mean, it wastes a lot of stone, but maybe if we did something like this. Yeah, I don't mind it. Yeah, dude, the bakery server, crazy. I saw my buddy Jake, he did a build team like that, like what the bakery server does, and God, it's so impressive. Like it's a lot of stuff going on in those builds, but they look super cool, and you know they take a lot of effort. Very crazy people. I feel like we also need a bit of an overhang, but maybe this isn't high enough for an overhang. Give me some of this back. I feel like the music is way too hype right now. I also think it'd be fun to do like a hardcore stream series. I think that makes more sense to do live than as a YouTube series nowadays. That could be another fun one to do. We'll do this. Bit of a bigger gap there. Then pop you up. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you just have to put music on and get to work. You know? Just get her done. The other one still is not alive yet. Alive? Are they technically alive if they're like calcified? Yeah, like that better. Maybe we'll take that out. No, we won't. Here, we'll do this like that. And then we'll put a block up here. Okay, that's fine. Here. See, these height maps, I liked where they were. I just don't know how like realistic they're gonna be. Animated, rehydrated, yeah. Yeah, but is it alive if it's dehydrated? Like aren't there like a fish species that you can buy that are like technically dehydrated but still living, but then they're not like living until you rehydrate them or something? What am I thinking of? Like you put them in the bathtub. I got no clue. I also really like the Scar's version of terraining. He does a really good job. You can cold shock some seafoods, I know. Yeah. I've seen there's some humane ways to like deal with lobsters. I'm not a big seafood person. I had crawfish one time I was in South Carolina with family, and we did a crawfish boil, and I did not have a great time. I don't like crushing seafood and eating it and peeling it apart. That's not very fun for me. But I tried it. I gave it a shot. What am I doing? I'll do... I feel like Scar's method of like bigger blocks really works. But it's kind of hard to pull off. Guess we'll raise you. I can pretty much do everything besides oysters and clams. Also no octopus. I can eat it if it's prepared for me and I don't have to pull it apart myself. Like I haven't had lobster in like on a plate that I had to pick apart, but I have had like lobster and dips and stuff. I don't mind the flavor. I can't pull it apart. I'm not that kind of guy. I am incapable. It just makes me uncomfortable. Let's maybe we'll move this back a block. Yeah, that's better. Okay, and then a line right there. That's fine. Not too shabby. I was a bit scared to do any kind of terraining on camera, but we had to do something. Something like that. Maybe just like that. Yeah, I've been watching Blade Runner. I take so long to watch movies, and this is all over the place because we're going back to a conversation we had over at the old Western town. But I've been watching Blade Runner on Netflix. It's taken me like a week because I watch like 20 minutes at a time. You live in the northeastern US, so you get ostracized here if you don't do lobster. Wow. I used to live in the Northeast. I used to live in Pennsylvania. That's where I was born, actually. But we did not have like a big seafood, I guess, culture there. At least not that I remember. I moved to the Midwest when I was 8, and so my diet changed after that, but not too much. I feel like Pennsylvania is a very modest type of cuisine culture. You get a lot of Amish and Dutch people. So it's kind of traditional American almost. Having those two cultures very prominent there. I've always wanted to go like northeast though. Oh yeah, Maine. Maine I hear is really pretty. It always makes me think of White Christmas. Like I know that's set in Vermont, but every time I think of Maine when that movie comes up for some reason. I feel like we need a bit more height here. Or do I just wait till we get some dirt and grass in? We'll pull this around. I feel like I'm in the zone now. I'll do that. Yeah. How's that? Foliage season is great here along with Vermont. This year was super dry, so it was mostly brown though. Oh, that sucks. We're just starting to get a little bit cold here in the Midwest. We have this like week has been no sun, only clouds, windy, rainy. It's been like borderline miserable, but it's not frigid yet. So like we've had our windows open all the time, which is part way why my allergies have been as bad as they have been. But thankfully it's not been too bad. Like I'm still able to breathe today. And even if I wasn't able to breathe, I would still have my window open, which I don't right now because of, you know, audio feedback outside. But as soon as stream is over, best be known that I'm going to be putting my window open. But it's been a very slow progress towards fall. And then I really hope that we don't have a harsh winter this year, but I feel like we might. It's like we need a bit up here. Maybe a bit more like that. Yeah, that's fine. A bit of a hole there, but I don't really care. We'll come back through with dirt and grass and stuff at some point. I think it would be... See, I don't know what their plans are, Mojang. I think it would be nice to have some kind of a fall update. But at the same time, I don't know how exactly they would successfully implement that. Like that, I feel like it'd be really, really hard to do any kind of seasons and then to have people in the community not be upset about having seasons in the game. We'll go this way. Like that. A little bit of a section. See, yeah, this isn't terrible. And this is the kind of stuff that I feel like we could do easily on streams. Go up there. Be a bit higher. Kind of streamish projects. Yeah, I don't mind that. And at the same time too, like doing this stuff on stream is like I have like 2 to 3 hours where I like need to be productive, and it's okay that I am doing the little things because we're still creating content and, you know, being live for people. So Yeah, I'd like some sort of global retexture like the Christmas chest, enough to not cause a new item, but still fun. Yeah, yeah, you'd have, if you did a complete fall update, you'd have new leaf blocks for every single tree. How is this gassed? Oh, it did grow up, okay. We're just gonna let it grow up naturally because I don't really feel like doing anything with it right now. You can also take a look at the new copper blocks. Something I could have had aging this entire time if I was smart. But yeah, I think if they did a new, like a fall biome, the only like successful way to do anything like that, I feel like would be maple trees. Like in the modded world, we have several mod packs that add maple trees, and they all have like a yellow, a red, or an orange maple tree, and then the only thing different about them is their leaves, and then you can use those leaves for, you know, different fall trees that you'd want to have. The environments for modded are super pretty, but yeah, the block bloat is real. It is very real. But if we have one new wood type and then 3 new leaves, maybe that's okay. You know, it's not quite like a complete overhaul to every single tree type, but it's giving us enough of that color that we're craving. Or they'll just give us an orange type of tree and a yellow type of tree and say, suck it up. You got different leaves and you can make your own fall. Which I could also see them doing. God, the more I talk about updates, the more like impatient I am for them to add new stuff to the game. Do you think they'll ever add backpacks? You could do a maple tree, but the leaves change color in each biome. Could, and then you'd only have the one, but you'd have the one leaf type. But at the same time, people would want to take it home or have it in different biomes to be able to make their own. That way it's one leaf and you still got the colors, yeah. Or, I was gonna say, if there's a way to like dye leaves, but then that just adds more, even more bloat to the game. I feel like the dye system needs an update. Like they updated the textures of the dye, so maybe they have plans to update that as well. I guess that's not too bad. I don't want to add like too much height here because I want to gradually go up, I guess. Mojang tends to favor the exploration phase with updates. Yeah. Yeah, they encourage people to go out and find the new stuff. Which, I mean, yeah, it kind of leads more towards like a maple biome of sorts. I feel like they've been trying to balance like the different kinds of updates that they want, like between exploration or, you know, combat focused updates, stuff like that. They've been trying to balance it fairly well. My elytra kind of needs a repair. Let me just go get my villagers real fast. I really need to make a build for these guys. Like desperately. I want to do a bakery of some sort. Like I have like that marker right there is for a bakery. I need to do this stuff before I work on that, I think. And then I guess I need to do builds for all the villagers. Like we really only have two villager types taken care of. We have a library and our quarry for the rock guys, the stonemasons, which I wouldn't even count because I feel like I need more stonemasons than I have and no space underground there, and it doesn't feel like this build is centered around stonemasons, so I might honestly go through and change it at some point. That's perfect. Okie dokie. I gotta put my emeralds away. Also, I'm almost out of stone somehow. Let me go grab more real fast. Which one should we do as the new baby? Gaslight or Gatekeep? Kind of feeling Gaslight. I think that'd be fun. And then we'll make them have a baby. I think you use snowballs, right? That would make sense. I do wish, since they seem to have a pretty good idea of what their updates are, I wish we would get a roadmap. At least somewhat. Like, even just a bit of a teaser. Like, the first drop of next year is going to be a combat update. The second drop is going to be an exploration update. The third one's going to be a debloat, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, that's true. You are now gatekeep because you took forever. Yep. There you go. Don't. That. Okay. Weird noises. Okay. Yeah, this isn't looking terrible. We have some more work to do, though. Oh, I have haste. That was an accident. And then I feel like we could... do we want to wrap this around or just go straight? I feel like... let's take the lower angle first and then work up from there. I am definitely taking this from Pearl. I think she had a good way of doing this terrain stuff. And we're just going to do a little bit of a line kind of curving in that direction at this height, and then kind of build up from there. Kind of give it like ebbs and flows and twists and turns and stuff. Make it feel natural. And then we can always switch it up later. Something like that. Okay. Yeah, that feels okay. The problem is now I don't know like what to put here. Like in this open space, I don't want to put another fountain in. I need to figure out how to fill this empty space and not be too repetitive. Okay. Let's see. Let's do a little bit of smoothing here, and we'll come through for the heights. That. Okay. I really like. I've grown more appreciative of the Minecraft flowers. I'm not really sure why, but I've like really loved the dandelions recently. I think they're really pretty. And they pair really perfectly with the wildflower block that we just got. I'll break that up. And we'll do a bit of a weight on that side. Something like that. Yeah, okay. Kind of an interesting way to do it, but I feel like it's been successful so far. I just need to figure out how to top it off. And then if I don't like it, I can tear it out pretty easily, considering it's just stone. I just have to set up a beacon. But what side do I want to go to? Do I want to... I guess we could start over here and then meet it on the opposite corner. Let me go this way. I don't remember how on earth I built my mountain. I feel like I just blacked out and a mountain appeared. I did that so fast too. It was like within the span of a week. And I really don't remember much of it, or like what my strategy was. But I was in the zone. I'll tell you that much. We'll go here. Or maybe we can leave that like that. Bit of a dip in. Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll come through and we'll add the grass and the moss and dirt and stuff like that. Get a bit of texturing going. Bit of life. Yep. We'll leave that, I suppose. Yeah, that's fine. What I want to do is create a riverbed like Scar did. His riverbed is beautiful. Do I like this gap here? Do that. Or maybe here. A little bit better. Okay. Let's see. Come up here. Add some height, I suppose. And then we can dip it in this corner as well. Let me do something like this. Then over. Like that. Yeah, I don't mind it. We either need to come out or in here. In this corner. What is that? Oh, that's just the block that I'm looking at. I'll do this. And then bring this over. Yep. Alright. Okay. And then do we want to bring this up more? And then down here and up towards the back? Potentially. I don't mind that idea. Maybe... Okay. I hope I don't give you guys whiplash. I'm like darting in and out of the camera right now. And then we'll bring it back up here. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. Maybe a little bit more height there though. And then we'll bring it in and cap it off. And slowly pan. Like that. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe a stepper rock there. Maybe a stepper rock there and then going to a more gradual slope toward the middle. Yeah. Could. Could. Steeper rock, not a sleeper rock. And I read it right, I just didn't say it right. Well, that's it. The thing, I don't want to do like too steep of rocks the entire way around. Like, I don't mind these ones being steeper because if we think about it, like the wind hitting this and carving out the rock as, you know, just over time from the sea. And then over here, it kind of gets more smooth and gradual because it's kind of facing inland. It's kind of my thoughts initially. But I wouldn't mind more cliffy stuff. It just depends on how I want to connect this. Like, I don't mind this height right here if we came across with some grass and whatnot. Kind of connecting these two and build it into the terrain like it does over here. I don't know. Let me see. Guess we should sleep. Ooh. I'm a bit tired today. I don't know if it's the allergies or if I didn't sleep well. I went to a pumpkin patch yesterday. I am pretty sore from that. I had to carry around pumpkins. Like big pumpkins for... It wasn't like terribly long, but it felt like forever. When you're walking around and you have like 40-pound pumpkins in your arms. It was a bit of a taxing endeavor. But it was fun to go to. Now we get to carve them. If a rock's there, it would give a reason for the stairs to be recessed. That height would probably be enough sightline wise. Are you talking about that staircase or this staircase? Like, we can pull this one out more. I don't care about that. Changing that up. This one, same kind of deal. We can change it up, bring it out a little bit. But the rocks are there would give a reason for the stairs to be recessed. Yeah. Well, I was thinking too, not necessarily having this portion rocky, but more grassy, like that hill. And then we kind of have we can go grab some grass and try it out. Let's do that. As, oh, Gatekeep grew up. What color should Gatekeep be? I'm feeling purple. Gatekeep feels like a purple name. Where is my grass? You wouldn't have to change them. I meant just like lore reasoning for the town builders. Yeah, that makes sense. There we go. Bit of grass. What are you hoping for in the new update? Like, what else do you think they're gonna add? I don't really know if I'm like hoping for anything. I feel like if I hope for something, I'm gonna get let down. Let's go a bit inward. Like this. Maybe we'll put... Yeah, well, that's fine. It feels so weird how quiet this grass is now. Something like that. And then kind of curve it upward towards the stone. you out. I've also been wanting to reread The Shining. I don't know why, but I keep getting like a craving for it. Big one right there. I've been not really following a lot of it. I just say my biggest hope is some small ambience changes around the world, but that can happen a lot of different ways. Yeah, it would be nice if they kept adding, if they were like consistent with the updates that they're doing. So like they'll do ambiance in one update, or they'll do like a music disc for one update and then not for the next one. And if we just got like a little bit every time, it would be perfect. But I do think some more ambiance would be nice, especially if it were like sea related. I feel like the sea is missing quite a bit. Maybe like this instead. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, whatever. It's not that big of a deal, right? Bring it down first. Then over like that. Yeah. Something like this. Not too bad. I wish we had those slabs, grass slabs. That would be terrific. Now we do have quite a bit of an elevation change here, so we're gonna have to switch it up and do too tall. A bit less of the gradual gradient, which is fine. We'll go for something like that. Yeah, not terrible. And then just what, like a bunch of bone meal, I guess? I definitely think this needs to move out, though. We can change that real fast. Let's see, we had that maybe 3 blocks. Like that. Feels a bit better in line with that. And we'll take this out and we'll do like an actual retaining wall at some point. I do need more. Should just keep these on me. Some mysterious vibes, yeah. We'll just do that. Okay. And maybe we'll widen it at some point, I don't know. But and then we'll do the retaining wall like this. Just so that we know there's supposed to be a wall there. That's not too bad. I don't mind that. We get some andesite for that as well. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, and then it'll be just kind of like this, gradual, and then kind of around at this height as well, and then builds, I guess, in the middle, and then we'll do like this, if you can imagine the road here, kind of looping around. We'll have shops over here, shops over on that side, and then reaching around. That's the thing too. I want to add a bunch of builds and stuff, but I hate having empty builds or builds that feel like they don't have any purpose. And that's a big hurdle for me mentally. But now how do we want to connect this if we have grass up here? Always drop this. Do a bit of a... Yeah, that could be fine. And then bring this around the back of it. Maybe even drop it a block. If I can. That. Boom. See, the the happy guest would be perfect for this, but it's not high enough, I feel like, to use the happy guest. Maybe that's okay. We bring this out more here. Something like this. Gives us an idea of like how far we need to bring up that cliff face. Yeah, maybe. When I do the mountain range, I need to do something other than just stone. I know that for sure. Okay. Yeah, that'll be fine. And then we'll bring this up. So, let's see here. Maybe not that high. feel like I'd be okay with that. Almost wish the happy gas was like 3/4 of the size it is. The way it's visually different from the gas, and and the speed would look a little bit better, I think. Yeah, I could see that. But then it would probably look a little bit crowded if you had a bunch of people on it and it were smaller. Kind of the big deal that Mojang made out of it was to ride it with your friends. Bring this down a little bit. I wonder if they're going to do any other happy versions of mobs. Like I don't know, Happy Blaze or something? What a Happy Blaze do? Maybe it'll like fuel your furnaces for free. You don't have to refuel them with coal or whatever. Gotta be in the zone. Drop this one down. I feel like it needs a bit more height, but we could come through with slabs at some point. Like this whole connection here just feels weird. But whatever, it's a mock. It's a mock. We'll fix it at some point. Maybe next stream. See how we're feeling. I have no idea what we're doing next week. I've got a lot of stuff to get done. We'll bring this down like that, and then cut that corner. There. Yeah, that's fine. We'll do something like this. Do rock. Yep. That's fine. That's fine. I suppose. I don't like how this looks. I'll bring that right there. Maybe block this up some. Like that. Yeah, a bit better. This looks funky. Do I... I cut this down. And then... maybe that works? If we had some slabs, I feel like it would throw it up a bit better. Getting it done. I don't think we'll be going for too much longer today. I want to finish this up and then we'll probably call it there. I don't know. I feel like I'm just unsure what to do with this world right now. Like, I have plans for the next video and the next episode, whatnot. I just, in the meantime, I don't know what to do. Like, the next episode isn't going to be until halfway through March. Not March. What? Halfway through November. And so I'll start working on it soon, and I have the build almost done. I don't know what to do right now in the meantime. Like, I guess we could do some resource collecting, but that's a bit of an indeterminate thing to do, because I don't know how much of the materials I actually need right now, since the build isn't finished. But I don't have time to finish the build for next week, so bit of a place to be stuck. I feel like we could take this down. Start another grass layer a bit lower. Like that. Maybe we'll bring this down. Something like that. We'll bring that out some, bit blockier. Raise that height. Yeah. And then maybe we'll bring it down even more. Some of this stuff out of the way. Okay. Let me see here. Nice and gradual. Take this out. Yeah, okay. Block that up and then bring a bit more height back in. Maybe? Yeah, and then we could have like grass right here, so you can actually see the grass face. Yeah. Don't mind that. Block. Then we'll bring it back down a little bit. Or is that too soon? That might be fine. This level. And then we'll just connect this up somewhere. Yeah, that's fine. And give it a nice gradual little cliff on the edge here. Maybe that needs to be higher. Yeah, we'll cut it like right here. And we'll make it a little bit higher. Follow the edge a bit better. Then drop down, I suppose. Do that. I keep wanting to double jump. It's really hard not to. Well, I mean, it's easy not to because I don't have any double jump capabilities, but it's hard not to stop myself. I don't mind this coming down even further. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay to do little projects. I just don't know. Did the music? There's no way I ran out of music. How? Okay. I like doubled the size of my music playlist and somehow it ran out. There's no way. It says there's 3 hours. Where were we? I don't know what happened. Did we just listen to that? Yeah, we did. Okay. I don't know what happened there, but whatever. Let me collect this grass. I really would love a backpack in Minecraft. Playing with it and modded has just like absolutely convinced me that we need one in game. I think they would be, they feel Minecrafty. Honestly, like I really think that we need a backpack in game. How do we feel? Yeah, we could change up the line a little bit, but it's not too bad. Yeah, and I have a lot of projects that we can work on. It's just like what's going to be entertaining enough to put on a thumbnail to try and get people to click. At least like on the stream, not for an episode, but there's a lot that we can do. It's just it'll be weird jumping around on a stream to several different things. A little inventory button that opens a backpack once you have one is great. Yeah. The way it is in modded, you just hit B on your keyboard. I don't know how they do it in Bedrock Edition. So like if you opened up your inventory and then had like another button for backpack right there, that could work. I don't know how many people would complain if they talked about bringing backpacks into the game. Let me just put a little height here. Okay, and then we could bring this out a little bit more. Maybe, or it feels like it's too flat here, but I don't want to make it. Don't know. We'll leave it for now. Okay, not a terrible spot to end in, I suppose. We can come through and do some texturing at some point, but I am gonna let this sit and see how I feel about it. Honestly, I don't mind it right now. I'm starting to see the vision, so we can get rid of this sign. Go put that away. Oh, there you are. I thought you weren't supposed to wander very far. This feels a bit far for you. All right, we got Gatekeep, we got Girl Boss. Didn't do anything with the copper stuff, mostly just the shelves. But I guess in between streams, I can set up some copper to age, and we can get some of that stuff going. I don't have as much like places that I feel like we could use copper, like we did the shelves. So not too sure about that one. But I think that's not a terrible spot to end it. I appreciate you guys being here. We got a bit done. Not as long as the Hermitcraft streams, but that's okay. We will work on improving the streams. Hopefully we'll get a Twitch stream going next week as well. But now that we're ending, I see more people showing up. That's okay. I will see you guys next week, hopefully. If I can get a plan together, I will get a thumbnail and put it in the Discord. And if you guys are here watching right now and you're not in the Discord, you should join it. There's a link tree in the description of my channel. I don't think it's in the description of the VOD. So you just have to go find it in my channel homepage. But it's in the Linktree. There's a link to the Discord, and come hang out. We'll see you next week, guys. Thank you for being here.